And we are live. Welcome everybody to the Secret STEM Society bonus Friday meeting. We are here with Caroline the Alien and Charlie the Mutant. We're here with Ollie, me baby. Yeah, the science girl. And with Yotam, and I am Miss Kat. We are so excited to bring the Tinfoil Boat Challenge to everybody. Hey. So, friends at the Secret STEM Society, we have 2 rules. I'm going to throw it over to Artie, who is going to share our 2 rules.
Our 2 rules are no spamming the comments and have fun.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, and then if you want to be participating in our inclusive hands-on STEM challenge today, you will need these materials. I'm going to throw it over to Gabby. Gabby, what do we need today?
Today we need 2 pieces of tinfoil. This is one of my pieces. We need an object such as, this is what I'm using. You could have dominoes. You could have pennies, coins. You could have nail polish. You could have any other small unit of measurement that you can calculate in your brain. Whatever small unit of measurement.
Awesome.
You can have mini weights and other stuff like that.
Awesome.
And you need a container of water, which I can't lift up or else it'll spill all over my room.
Awesome, Gabby. That was perfect. Thank you so much. And then, friends, if you have your 2 pieces of tinfoil, please make sure that they are identical in size and shape so that if one boat is better than the other, you know it wasn't because you just used more tinfoil. All right, awesome. And then, let me see, without further ado, let's see, Ollie, would you like to read our mission? Here is the Secret STEM Society's mission. Ollie, you can go ahead and unmute and read our mission for everybody before we get started.
Our mission, the Secret STEM Nation of to passionately spread their enthusiasm for science and engineering in their global community by hosting wide, inclusive, hands-on STEM challenges fortnightly from our YouTube channel. Our STEM mentors will truly make a difference in the lives of children like them by empowering them to be self-driven learners.
So good. Thank you so much, Ollie. And then I do want to just give a very quick shout out. Where'd it go? Am I able to quickly show? Let's see. I was sent this picture from Julian in 3rd grade last week, who made our density jars along with us. So I just wanted to send him so much shine for watching our show and doing the challenge along with us. And then, guys, if you do the challenge today, you can email it to my person to kalexander@prospectschools.org so that I can feature your work in our next episode. All right. So now, without further ado, Caroline is going to help me explain the wonders of density, which we will be thinking about for our tinfoil boat challenge today. So I have my giant beaker, science right now, and I'm going to take this seltzer can. I'm going to drop it into the water. Think, what do you think is going to happen? 3, 2, 1. All right, Caroline, what happens and why does that happen?
So, density, I'm going to say, let's say that it's an act. Density is where inside apple there are air molecules. If the air molecules are really tight together, it is really dense, which means that it's a bit more heavy and has more mass. But if they are farther apart, then it's not as dense and it is lighter and it can float because of the air molecules being loose and not really tight.
Awesome. That was perfect, Caroline. Thank you so much. All right, so friends, it is 2:07. You have approximately 5 minutes right now to build your first boat. Set a timer for 5 minutes, which means at 2:13, you should start testing your boat to see how much mass it can hold. And then also, of course, bonus material, guys, if you want a piece of paper to just jot down like how many dominoes or how many paper clips or how many coins your boats are holding, you can do that. All right, and then let's see, today, we're trying out some background music. There we go. All right, so let's see, who would like to share? Oh, where'd you guys go? There we are. All right, so Yotam, what's your strategy for boat number 1?
So I'm not going to make them perfectly sized, but I'm gonna try to make them as equally sized as I can get, because like I don't have a ruler or scissors on me, so I'm just gonna wreck them and see how it turns out. So
Awesome. And then let's see, what shape are you thinking about for your first boat, Yotam?
so my first boat I think is gonna be like a square shape to hold more coins, because my measurement is different coins.
Awesome.
Probably can't see that. Hold on. Let me just different coins.
Perfect.
And then my second one I think is gonna be a little more shaped like a canoe. To be like to stand more, but it's gonna hold less coins.
Right. Also, which one do you think is going to hold more mass?
Honestly, the canoe one, just because it's gonna be. I just realized this might be too big of a.
Oh, right. That honestly, that's the most common mistake is kids make the boats too big for the containers. So make
Because
sure
this is
that you're
how
making
big
sure-
because this is how big the container is.
Yeah. Good. So I'm glad that you realized that now.
Hold on. So if I go like this and I go. Yeah, I think it's too big. Whoops.
All right. No worries. Well, I'm going to circle back with you and then see how you're doing, Yotam. That's awesome. I'm excited to see if the square or if the canoe works better. Umi, what's your plan? And then we're going to go to Caroline.
Oh, I'm thinking that I'm gonna start with my boat as like a cup shape. I don't know why. I just thought that it might be able to pick up more mass, but not exactly like a cup shape, but like a narrow, like a little bit more narrow, not really circular.
Yeah.
And I predict that it's not really gonna hold a lot of mass, but I just want to try it.
That's awesome. Umi, you always do such a great job, like modeling positive risk taking and just trying out solutions just to see, but then like knowing that it might fail and then you're just gonna learn. That's awesome. Let's see, Caroline, what's your plan?
So first, I actually already made IT box. I built really fast. I call this ice cream sandwich. It's sort of like a raft. It's a raft ice cream sandwich, and I'm hoping that it won't fall apart as easily. But then again, there's always the canoe shape, which I'm hoping water won't actually get into it because it has such tall sides. Should I put one in the water? See if it floats.
Yeah, you want to put, but you have a boat that's ready. Yeah, go ahead and put it in the water.
Okay. I need to. Okay. And I have some weights. Should I put them in yet or should I not? I'm going to do that later because I have a brother.
Do that second.
Because I have a brother who wants to share now.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear from Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
It's just kind of the same shape. Not really. He has built a Lego boat, and what are you using as weights?
I'm using Lego minifigures
As his weights.
Oh my gosh, that's great. How many Lego minifigures do you think you'll get in your boat, Charlie?
1, 2.
I think maybe I'm like 8.
Gee, you are not confident in yourself. Put the boat in the water, mutant.
Looks so good.
Yay!
I'm so happy, Charlie, that you're using Legos to model that accommodation so kids who don't have tinfoil can use their Legos. Awesome. Bye. Thank you so much, guys. Let me see. Artie, what's your plan? And then we're going to go to Gabby and then Howell. Oh, also, by the way, that was 5 minutes. So you should be finishing up your first boat, testing your first boat. Set a timer for 5 minutes.
The first boat that I'm testing out is I made my boats out of tinfoil, and I'm using coins as my medium, I should say. This is my first one. It's kind of like a cupish shape.
Yeah.
It's pretty small, and I made sure that it has a flat bottom because then it won't like tip.
Yeah.
And also this like outward like crust kind of thing. I'm hoping when it's like sinking all the way to the bottom, it like saves me some buoyancy, like this area.
Yeah.
This is my canoe boat.
Nice.
It also has a flat bottom, which is good, and I made sure that it has no leaks because that was my problem last time.
Awesome.
And then I made it like narrower and thinner because then I might be able to store more and have it sink less. And then I also like pointed outward the.
Awesome.
To share, this is the second most views that we've had while we were live streaming.
Awesome. Thank you. And then if you see anybody commenting, guys, like let me know because I'll be checking back and forth and I want to shout out the kids who are commenting. That's awesome. And then Artie, that's so great that you're modeling how you learned so much from your last, like the way your boat failed last time so that you're trying something different this time. And I think the high sides and the lip, it's a really interesting idea. And I can't wait to see how that works out. All right. I think I said Gabby is next. Gabby, how are you doing?
Yes. Hi. So, I finished both of my boats. So my first one kind of looks like a hat.
Adorable.
So basically what I did was I made kind of like cause you know like buoys that in the sea that have like the circular bottoms.
Mm-hmm.
And then they like go out a bit and then they come up top.
Yes.
My design was based off of the bottom of a buoy because look inside. You have like the inside and then you have like the semi inside.
That's awesome. That's really clever, Gabby, to draw your inspiration from something that you've seen out before. I'm really curious to see.
And then also, can I share my second boat?
Of course.
So this second boat was based off of like a lily pad. Cause like it's wide and it's thin, but it has kind of like thin curves on the top.
Yeah.
And a point to keep it floating so it can like glide into the water. And I made it deep because both of my boats have very deep bottoms.
Yeah.
Like deep to the point that it almost rips. Nearly, but it'll hold.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And also I make the boats deep because there's something, what was that video that we saw yesterday?
Oh, on buoyancy and water displacement?
Yeah, on water displacement because the amount of water that the shape takes up, that amount of water will come out of the container.
Mm-hmm. That's so great. Thank you, Gabby, for making a reference to water displacement. And I think that's so cool that you're doing some biomimicry by copying the designs of nature and copying the design of a lily pad, which we know that are designed by nature to float. I'm so curious to see how those turn out, Gabby. That's awesome. All right. So guys, you can definitely be testing your boats right now. Let's go loop in with Halal and see how he's doing. Halal, how are you how's it going? Are you there?
He's on my side because
okay. Well, does he want to talk from your computer?
I'm okay.
You're okay? All right, cool. Let me know. Like raise a Zoom hand if you want to share. Ollie, have I come to you yet? Ollie, how's it going?
No.
Testing my first boat. So I only have 36 big paper clips and 40 small paper clips. So once I ran out of big paper clips, I used pairs of 2 small paper clips. So this can basically hold about 76. And my second one I'm testing, I think I'm at like 19. And so I'm at 20, 21, 22, 23, 24,
4, but 1 and 9. 5.
25, 26,
Ooh, it's sinking. It's
27. And water is starting to get in.
sinking. On.
And then water
At
is
27.
Are you able to show us? Are you able to angle the camera with it?
I think the bucket's a bit too big. Maybe if I can do.
Oh yeah, and I don't want you to get your technology wet, so be very careful.
Yeah, so I don't think it works.
I'll imagine it. Awesome. Well, then maybe let's record that data, Ollie, and then we can compare your first boat to your second boat.
Yeah.
That's good that it's finally getting to the point of failure. Awesome. And then for everybody learning along with us and for everybody right now on screen, you should be getting to the point where your first boat has been tested to the point of failure. Hopefully your first boat is about to sink. You're able to write that down, and then you're able to start building your second boat. Umi, how's it going?
Well, right now, wait, let me see if I can show it. It's approximately, I think I put in like 85 beads.
Wow.
And it doesn't hold a lot. And I put a little flag in front to make it look cool. And yeah, but I thought it wouldn't really hold a lot of mass, but it's actually holding pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. How are you going to test it to the point of failure? Do you need to find something heavier maybe to see if it holds something heavier? Like maybe you have some nail polishes or.
Yeah, I have nail polish. Like I might use nail polish maybe.
That could always work. And then let me see if anybody else has another idea, let me know. But right now, for some reason, I'm just thinking that nail polishes would be a nice unit of measurement. Awesome. Thank you, Umi, for sharing that. It's so great that your boat is able to hold so much. And I'm noticing that the sides are really, really high. So I'm wondering if that's helping a lot because it can displace a lot of water. Artie, how's it going?
Wow, I was off mute this entire time. Whoops.
That's okay. No one noticed.
The boat that I just tested, which was this one, just sank after 22 coins of different shapes and sizes.
Awesome.
Mostly quarters, so that's good. And then this one was also 22.
Really?
But it was like dimes and pennies. So I think that this one held more weight.
Also, can you show it really? Can you show them both up close and then show us which one holds more weight?
This is the one that held the least weight. Let me just. This is the one that held the most weight. So, in my experience, making them thin, long, but still big is good.
Awesome. Cool. That's such a great takeaway, Artie. It's really great how you synthesize that pattern. Awesome. Let's go to Caroline. Caroline has some results to share with us.
So my first boat was ice cream sandwich. I ran out of coins before it sunk, so success. I have to this boat, well, I don't really want to test it because it looks like kind of sad.
You don't want to test
side. It's on its side.
It looks like it has more mass on one side. I'm wondering how you can adjust that. You could do something to the bottom.
I'm trying to use. I suppose like make the bottom a bit more flat because it's like really pointy. But I think because of the weights, it's turning out well now.
Oh
See?
yeah, look at that. So I see you're very strategically balancing the forces so that all of the weight doesn't go to one place and then it's less tilted. So that's a really great way to carefully test that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
but yeah.
And then how's it going with Charlie, your brother? And then let's go to Yotam next.
Oh wait, no, it just capsized. Oops, that's sad. It looks like this now, half underwater. So there's a few coins in it.
There we go. Well, that's an exciting discovery. I'm glad you were able to test
Okay,
that.
Charlie. Okay, Charlie can tell you what happened. I can guide the stream.
Go ahead.
I have to say, the first one, I ran out of minifigs before it sunk because they only had 9 minifigs. Things. But I find that my second one didn't sink nearly as much.
Awesome.
What was the improvement in the design?
I don't know, but I think here it's that there's more stuff to keep it afloat.
Okay, well, Miss Cat, we kind of have to go, so bye.
Bye, Caroline. Thank you so much for sharing everything. It's really great how you compared all those different solutions. Yo, Tom, how is it going?
So my initial hypothesis was correct.
Yeah. Okay. What was it?
So the first one, which was a square shape, I don't even know if it could hold. I put 4 pennies in, and after that I saw it sink. But like I might have put them in too fast. And my second one, the canoe shape, looks kind of weird now.
Yeah.
But anyway, it held 6 pennies and then sank.
Oh,
But
wow.
it sank slowly. There was like water like filling in. And also, I'm using my dad's jar of coins and I found a $1 coin.
Ooh, that's exciting. What year is it from?
It
I'm
is.
just curious. That has nothing to do with what we're doing, but I'm
There's
curious.
just 2 years on it, which are, I assume, the years of that Thomas Jefferson was in office, 1801 to 1809.
Wow. That's a very long time ago.
It says Thomas because like there's. Hold on, let me. Hopefully you guys can see this, but it says it's Thomas Jefferson, and on the bottom you can't even see it. It says 3rd president, 1801, 1809, Thomas Jefferson at the top, and then the Statue of Liberty.
Wow. Love a good
Statue of Liberty. And
Awesome.
it says $1 right next to it.
So good. That's great. I'm glad that you're making some historical discoveries in addition to some scientific discoveries. Let's see, Hillel, do you want to share anything?
Not really. I just started like making it, and I decided to like put a put it like a balance on it, like boats. So it now has this.
Oh, that's really clever. I had like that. I haven't seen that before.
Like it wouldn't sink immediately. Like it could actually like balance.
That's really cool. Did you make 2, like one, like make them the exact same shape, but then add one with and add one without and see the difference? I think that's a really clever idea, Hillel. And I'm seeing that you did the same thing Gabby did, where you're inspired by other boat designs, and then you're seeing if that really makes a difference. That's so cool. Thank you. Let's see. Speaking of Gabby, let's circle back with Gabby. Gabby, how are you doing? And then everybody, we're wrapping up. We're going to be done in about 5 minutes. So you can be testing your second boat. And then please let us know in the comments on YouTube what you discovered.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
How's it going, Gabby?
It's good. It's holding all of my dominoes.
Really?
No, not the lily pad, the buoy one.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is holding all of my dominoes. All of them.
Awesome.
It's like crazy. Look at that.
That's a real, why do you think that boat design was so successful, Gabby?
Because of the what was the word again that from the video we watched?
Water displacement.
Yeah. That's why my tarp around it is soaking wet.
Yeah. Oh, I love that you put a tarp around it. That's awesome. So I noticed if you make the sides really, really high, that allows the boat to displace a lot of water, and that's what allows it to hold a lot of mass. That's how things like the Titanic and
Look
stuff.
what happened to the lily pad.
Oh, did the lily pad hold more or less than the other one?
Less. It like sunk. It didn't even make it to 3.
Oh, wow.
It did, but this one, 10. But the thing is, when I first placed it in the water, I was worried because it looked like this.
Yeah.
And then as I put more and more dominoes, it started to stand up.
Yeah.
And then it sunk a little bit.
Yeah.
Around 16, 17 dominoes, it started to sink. This little thin, maybe that's because I folded the tinfoil in half. I folded the entire piece of tinfoil in half. And then, and then I folded it in half. And then after that, I bent over the edges. So the edges are like 4 times stronger. And then I bent over the edges, which is what I do with my boat. That's my signature thing.
Yeah.
Bending the edges. And then I put my fist in it and I cupped it around my fist. And then I took my fingers like this and I spread out. And then I flattened and then I finger pressed the and
oops. Keep going, Abby, you're fine.
And I finger pressed the edges and everything else. And then it would look something like this. But then over time, the dominoes started to push back on my perfect curves. So now it's flat like this, like a hat. Now I have a tinfoil hat.
That's great. That we can recycle. Awesome. Thank you so much, Gabby. And then speaking of edges that are going over, Artie, how did it work out with your design with those edges going?
Upside down.
It went well for one of them. For the one that like held more weight, the longer one, this one, it helped. I think because it had smaller edges, and also it had a lot of space for like it to pass through. It saved me a little bit extra. I'm just gonna say like ounces because I feel like a quarter could be worth like half an ounce or an ounce. But which was good because it would have only done like about 12 if I hadn't done that. But for this, I think it's the way it's like I don't really know what happened, but maybe it's because they were so big that like it didn't save enough space. It only saved me 1 or 2.
Did that one sink quickly, the small one?
Yeah, I think it's because I also used I think a bit more, like a couple inches more tinfoil for this one, so it has more mass.
Yeah, that makes it. If you're thinking about how much air is in things too, like the reason that this is like so buoyant, this can, is because it's like mostly air. Ooh, also refraction is happening, but then that makes sense. So I think we're discovering some patterns where the more space you have for air inside, like the more mass it's kind of able to hold. Awesome.
The reason.
Oh, sorry, Artie, you want to say one last thing?
Yeah, the reason that the long one sank is because it had a leak.
Oh, and then that makes sense. You need to make sure not to have any leaks. All right. Did I not get to anybody twice? Ollie, did I get to you twice? I didn't. And then Hillel, I need to get to you twice. And then Umi, did I get to you twice?
No.
Okay, great. So everybody do me a favor. Take 2 minutes to speak each. We have time for everybody. So we'll go Ollie, Hillel, Umi, and we'll synthesize the rest of our results. So go ahead, Ollie.
So my first boat got 76, well, technically like 36 big paper clips and 40 small ones, and like 40 pairs of 2 small ones. And my second one got 74, meaning this one was just not as strong as the other one.
Side by side. So show us which one did better.
This one did better, and then this one did worse.
Why do you think the one that did better did better?
Maybe because the one I did better, I molded off a Lego boat, which already float.
Mhm.
So maybe the mold had something to do with it,
Yeah.
like that.
Awesome. Oh, and that's really nice that you were able to make it such a precise shape off of that Lego boat. Awesome, Ollie. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, we're going to Hillel and then Umi. I see you, Umi. Hello, what happened with your rudders?
Mine was actually very tiny, but it held up a lot of pennies. It literally just sunk. It held up 11 pennies. Yeah. So I think like the balance helped it like stay up. So I think what made it different from mine is because one, the thing on the bottom, and two, it actually had sturdy walls.
Awesome. Yeah, I think those are two really excellent
My
takeaways.
wall sort of let water in once it got down. His didn't.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think 11 pennies. Wow.
That's really good for a boat of that size. That's very impressive. So the walls must have been really sturdy and strong. And then the rudder, I think, made a real, I don't think anyone's ever built a rudder before, Hillel. That was awesome. Thank you so much, guys. All right, Umi, what happens?
I'm on my second boat now. Can I share my second boat?
Yes, yes, share everything you want to share.
Well, for my second boat, I made it like this,
Ooh.
like a canoe,
Mhm.
because on the other one, I made it, on my other one, I made it like really narrow. And this one is also narrow, but I guess the other boat was more wider, not really narrow. So
Mhm.
this one's kind of more like narrow. And I don't even think it's gonna even fit in the hole because of how like, I mean, I guess I can try to
That's good.
that or something. And I'm adding pebbles this time.
Smart. Why did you choose to do pebbles instead of the wooden beam?
Well, I decided to do pebbles because I mean, these are like the one heavy things I have. Like I decided not to do nail polish because I was scared that it might leak out or something. And also, it might, I mean, I don't think I tried it earlier. I tried the nail polish earlier, but it failed and the boat sunk.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying the pebbles because I want to see how many pebbles the boat can hold. And if it sinks, then yeah. Well,
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. So actually, I mean, do you want to, can you angle the camera so that we can see you slowly test it?
yeah.
Let's watch you test, because let's see, did anybody else not go twice? I think everybody went at least 1, 2 or more times. Awesome. All right, and then let me see. I saw Tristan had joined us because I recognized your mom's name. So hi, Tristan.
Oh wait, it held all the
And then this
pebbles.
other comment, I don't know who you are, but if you want to comment and say your name, I'll give you a quick shout out right now, guys. Oh, what?
I mean, it just held the pebbles for just 1 second, but then it just it looks like a burrito.
It does look like a burrito. So which one was more successful, Umi?
I think the other boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one didn't go well.
Let's see. I actually missed it. Did you add the pebbles one at a time or did you add them all at once?
I added them all at once, and then it just held for just 1 second, but then the end started to split, and then it just broke off, and everything just started like spilling.
So if you could do something differently next time, what would you do?
Maybe for the boat or for the
Or for testing the boat?
oh, maybe maybe erasers. I have a couple erasers.
Maybe erasers.
Yeah, because I have heavy erasers.
You want to get your erasers wet though?
Oh, I haven't thought about that.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want to get your erasers wet. That would be a pain. The pebbles are really great because they can get wet really easily. But then maybe add them like very precisely one at a time and like very strategically add them in like the edges and like then the middle so they don't like stack up in one place so it doesn't like easily tip, and that might be able to help it hold a little bit more mass. All right, awesome. Let's see. Does anybody have like a final comment of something they would definitely do next time if they were able to build a boat again? Let's see. Gabby, you want to share? What would you do next time, Gabby? You have 1 minute.
Next time I would make my boat, cause like my deep boat really works, but only for like 10 dominoes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my lily pad couldn't even hold 3, which was so sad.
So how would you make it even better than your best?
Even better, I would get bigger pieces of tinfoil.
Well,
and I would make them deeper and smaller. So kind of like a cup shape.
Yeah, so it can like sink a lot.
So it can like sink but stay up.
Yeah. Awesome, Gabby. That's a really nice synthesis.
And I'm gonna make it taller than the water in my basin, so I can keep saying that it's winning.
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, that is our show. So please let us know if you're watching in the comments, like what boat shapes work really, really well for you. And we are signing off with our theme song featuring Milo. Is it gonna work? It never works the second time. Wait.
Go!
There we go. All right. This is the Secret Society. Thank you guys so much for coming. We're here with Caroline the Alien and Charlie, her brother who left, with Artie They Them, with Umi Zoomy, with Gab the Science Girl, with Hello, with Yotam, with Ollie, and I am Miss Kat. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We are live streaming again next week.